Welcome to Tallahassee, Florida, and Doak Campbell Stadium, home to some great Heisman Trophy winners, legendary coaches, and today the Seminole Award chant will be rocking this place. All games might count the same, but some carry a little more juice, and when you get to this point in the season, a couple of teams in the top 10 fighting for their playoff lives and positioning, this one feels a little special. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Florida State Seminoles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. With the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Line gets set, first down. Gonna run it. It's McCray. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Still running at the 40. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
Yeah, and that's not the start you wanted if you're on this defense. Like, you lost last week, looking to bounce back. One thing you can't do, man, give up explosive plays on the ground. This defense has to hunker in, dial in a little bit. Last week was a struggle. Let's get back on track.
Running the red zone, it's McCray. Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations.
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminole! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off, connecting from 10 yards out. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. How about this crowd rattling the rafters and trying to help their defense? Looking for room, it's Woods. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up. Just feeds the running back. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Out of the shotgun on third down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to... Pressure coming. And now the ball is free in the end zone. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Ball was loose in their own end zone, and the defense recovered it for a touchdown. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. The play action fake. They're trying to get to it. Caught in the backfield, it's Mayo. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. So he'll help the completion percentage, but not the yardage. Stopped for no gain.
And he got it to his running back, obviously making a good decision, but nice tackle on the play. Way to get the running back on the ground and not give the extra yards after the catch.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The give on 4th down. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
Finds his man. It's Woods. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. The old saying is, you'll never go broke taking a profit. No matter how small, just keep building up the bank account.
Yep, and when the defense wants to drop back and not give up those big plays, a lot of times they're going to force you to be patient. And when you show them you can do that, it'll pay dividends in the long run.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Finds his big tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's got the tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point was good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he's just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback will audible. He's looking for an open man on second down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Snags it on the right. How about that play? Getting a huge chunk of yardage to wrap up the first quarter, and that's how we'll end it and head to the second. First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. Fires to the right. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
They'll go to the ground. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Snap from the gun on third down. Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it.
Yeah, and we talk about tackling as a defense all the time. Third down, money down. They catch the football. Nice job breaking on it, getting them on the ground, and not allowing any yards after the catch.
The Seminoles looking to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, no! He'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. He'll return it. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And he intercepts it. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Florida State. How about that D coming up with a play like that? They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There it is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Wants to throw on third. Coming after it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Pocket starts to collapse. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
And it's on the ground. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball.
Touchdown Seminoles! And they take it in for 6 more points. On to attempt to try. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Flushed out of the pocket. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
He's moving out of the pocket. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
On 4th down, going to the air. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short and 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
And the pass hits, picked off. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. Offense getting set for 1st down. He'll keep it himself. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Wolverines want to move quickly.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a 1st down.
Offense in a split backfield. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Caught close to the marker, it's Marsh. Oh, big juke to get past. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Finds his big tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Marsh. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. They go to the ground. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
And nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now, listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
They're going to try to climb out of this hole going for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
We're only in the 1st half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the 2nd quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense could do. You have got to make them pay for gambling.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. On the run, it's McCray. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Trying to get to it. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it in halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Runs for the tackle. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. 3rd and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they've dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
What a great job by this defense. You get the 3rd down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, 4th down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. It's complete. And he wanted to get that one in, but the defense able to force him out at the 2.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Ball is spotted at the 2. They can get a 1st down without getting a touchdown. They'll go for it here on 4th and short. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he will take it in. Touchdown, no! PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Just over 20 seconds to play here in the half. How aggressive can they afford to be here? They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got his man. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Looking for a big gain. And it's picked off right at the goal line. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Power football with the run. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Running back searching for a hole. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Noles will kick it off to start the second half. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The official Comes out throwing on first down. The sure hands, it's Woods. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on second down. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Woods. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard. They picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Going downfield for the big play. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
How do you not love the guts of this offense? Fourth down, it's just another down, and what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Bringing it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
He makes a catch. He's run out of bounds, but not before putting in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He'll pitch it. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Heaves it on the run. Fires the pass, intercepted. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
Gets it out fast.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Florida State. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Florida is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far in the Swamp. They're up by 4 over Georgia. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Caught in the backfield, it's McKee. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line.
Second down coming up.
On the ground, it's Woods. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. On target to the left. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Leaves it with the running back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. He had the speedster loose, and he just couldn't connect. Just a little too much juice on the pass.
Yeah, those ones that you got a guy wide open, a lot of times quarterbacks will tell you, but those are the ones you kind of, like, I don't want to mess this up, and you either put way too little on it, or in this case, way too much on it, and overthrow the speedster.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Firing deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance.
Touchdown Seminoles! And the pummeling has started. He is dialed in. David, remember when we called Jameis Winston's debut? 27 passes, not one hit the ground. The 2 incompletions were caught out of bounds. This guy's locked in like that.
Locked in, dialed in. And when you're compared to Jameis Winston, and by the way, I mean, he was in fuego that night. It was awesome to be there. Those are the kind of guys that catapult you to the next level and bring Florida State back.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Quick pass on the jet motion. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Sends it downfield. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was 22. Final play of the quarter coming. To the ground with the back. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Florida State 56, Michigan 22.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Flying out to the left. Inside the 10. Touchdown, no! And the beatdown has ensued. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. We should have ran a better route.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come out.
1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Off play action. Buys a little time with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide mode too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On second down, wants to throw it. Scrambling away. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking left. Wide open downfield. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Getting some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for...
And that one is picked off in the end zone. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over. They'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Quick completion to the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute...
And his 5th 4th interception of the game. A miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Here's the handoff. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a...
And the ball is free on the pitch. Bounced right back to them.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
They'll keep it on the ground. Low man wins, and he just smashed him. They finally make the stop at the big run. Is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. The defense still has a couple of timeouts at its disposal, but down a couple of possessions. The offense will take a knee. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.